is Vermilion's full-service Aveda salon and spa, located in the heart of historic downtown Vermilion.
Coming up on the Red Report, we visit one of the strangest clubs at USD.
Plus, we follow the struggles of one pizza delivery driver in a snowstorm. The Red Report starts right now.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
My name's Molly Spurlick.
I'm Nick Nelson.
I should probably be getting ready for the Red Report.
Just getting ready for the Red Report.
So I've got this co-anchor, right?
So I've got this awesome co-anchor. She really knows her stuff.
He's okay, but he's got this weird pre-show routine.
She never talks to me, though. Like, I don't know if I said something.
He's always watching UFO documentaries before the show.
She always seems to avoid me.
I mean, I've got nothing against Nick.
I don't really know Molly that well. She's just kind of
Out there.
laid back.
But one thing I know about Nick
One thing I'm certain, though, about Molly,
is that the show always goes
pretty smooth.
unusual.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way, If you open up your mind, it's gonna take some time to realize. But if you look inside, sure you'll
Hello, I'm Molly Spurlick.
And I'm Nick Nelson. We'll get to those stories and more, but first, USD's just announced the creation of a new college, the T. Denny Sanford College of Philanthropy. The new school's mission is to teach students how to not only get rich, but also how to give a portion away of that money to USD.
In a statement, the university outlined when the school will open. The first classes take place in the fall of 2022. Faculty and students will be placed in the Sanford Coyote Sports Center with classes in donating money, public relations, and smiling.
State of South Dakota officials say they're following up the marketing campaign to combat meth with yet another new public awareness program that's being released at the beginning of the new year. While no campaign details have been made public, state residents are already preparing for possible hidden messages in slogans or taglines. Some residents say they're nervous about what the national media will do to the state after the campaign against meth received criticism and attention from late-night comedy shows. Former USD President James Abbott is announcing his candidacy in the 2020 presidential election. Abbott says that he's become bored with retirement, with the large Democratic primary field and the impeachment inquiry into President Donald Trump's activities. Abbott says the time seems right to throw his name in the hat, and that he plans on entering the race as an independent. Abbott hasn't yet named a running mate, but some potential names include former South Dakotans like WWE star Brock Lesnar, former game show host Bob Barker, and longtime mascot Charlie Coyote. Speaking of Barker and Charlie, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Well, Sarah, after all the snow we got over the break, the past few days have been pretty great.
That's right. We've got sunny skies that's melting most of the snow and ice we've seen. Today we reached a high of 44, and we'll keep those clear skies into the night with a low at 24. Tomorrow we'll see a few clouds, but keep a high near 40. But you know, I'm sick of the weather here. It's so bipolar. And every time I try and get the temperatures right, or see how much rain or snow we get, it always changes, and I'm tired of it. So from now on, I'll be giving updates on the weather for places on my bucket list. At least it'll distract me from the weather outside. Today it's 80 degrees in Cancun, 57 in Rome, and 74 in Auckland. And that's your Red Report weather.
Thanks, Sarah. After losing to the Coyotes in football for the first time since the year 2000, South Dakota State's filing an appeal to the NCAA. The Jacks claim that the loss hurt the feelings of students and that some are having a hard time adjusting to reality. Many Jackrabbit alumni are also struggling to deal with the loss, saying that the rivalry never mattered to them anyways, and that SDSU will always be a better school. The NCAA is unlikely to quickly resolve the appeal, but has promised to look into the issue as soon as the organization figures out how to include Alabama in this year's college football playoffs. Disney Plus has been out for a couple weeks, gluing students to the screens as they relive their childhood. Researchers are already studying the effects of extended viewing, and initial results have alarmed some experts. Friends and family have shown their concerns for students that have fallen victim to Disney. Alex Walter, the roommate of an addict, says there's dangers in this streaming service.
I've never seen him this bad, no. He used to be a avid cross-country runner, and he had all sorts of friends. He was a ladies' man. I recall he had 3 girlfriends at one time.
Walter's roommate isn't the only victim. Professors and classmates have also noticed a decrease in attendance.
All he does is watch it all day, every single day. He's watching Pocahontas right now at the moment, and I think he's rewatched that movie at least 20 times in the last week.
Studies are underway to learn more about the effect that Disney Plus can have on students, but as of today, there's no treatment for the addiction. Officials urge students to stay away from Disney Plus, and if it's ever offered to you, experts advise to just say no and contact authorities.
Coming up on the Red Report, we revisit one of the most interesting clubs on campus.
All right, let's hope we don't have another tryout like last year.
Oh, we shouldn't. I hand out these flyers to everyone.
Okay.
What's up, guys? 4-year starter, lead scorer, state champ.
That's cool and all, but what's that got to do with trying out for Coyote News?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
Cut! Well, we're off to a great start. Stop!
Hi guys, I'm Melissa. Cap a new legacy, saw a line, had to join, seems super fun.
Okay, go ahead. Read the script on the desk.
Ooh, you know what? Not for me. Not for me. I tried.
How about I make the flyer for the next tryout?
Sounds good.
Are you annoyed you can't fall asleep? Try this out. ASMR in a can, a revolutionary way to calm your nerves and fall asleep faster. Enjoy our exclusive sounds made by people who can't fall asleep themselves. Look at him in his slumber, so calm. ASMR in a can, it's yours today for $19.95 plus shipping and handling.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
Last year, a creative team produced a promotional video to shed light on a little-known campus club. This video reached over 25,000 views on social media. The Red Report's Aaliyah Burgraff met up with USD's Didgeridoo Club president and only member, Christian Hilberg, to see what he's been up to following the social media success.
Last spring, an unknown club was finally given the recognition it deserved when USD's first Didgeridoo Club was founded by Christian Hilberg, who explained that since the success of his club, he's been extremely busy.
Literally just playing my didgeridoo. Get to sit at home alone a lot, so I end up playing it pretty much all the time because I'm the only member, which is like really cool because I'm also the president, but not only am I the president, I'm also everything else. So I've got a lot of responsibilities, just so much stuff to do. I'm really busy all the time, but she gets me through it.
But when asked about the video Christian helped create last year to promote his new club, he had no idea how successful his video had become online in the USD community.
That video got a lot of views.
Yeah, that video, it got 25,000 views.
Did they tell my parents about that?
Christian says he has no future plans for his club or any sort of direction whatsoever, saying all that he wants to do is continue to play his didgeridoo. For the Red Report, I'm Aaliyah Burgraff.
For more information on the Didgeridoo Club, Hilberg says the only way to contact him is by sliding into his Twitter DMs.
Strange tales of an unusual creature roaming the USD campus have been reported recently. Instead of yotes, some are seeing what students call the opposite man. Students report the creature roaming the campus near the W.H. Over Museum.
So I was walking back from the wellness center, and as I was walking, I looked behind me, and there was a guy that was coming out from behind a tree, and it was super weird. He had like shirt on for pants, and pants on for a shirt, and shoes on his hands, and he was like waving around and running at me. So I ran away. I think he's still there though.
The opposite man is rumored to steal socks, so it's recommended that USD students not confront him and instead report any sightings to UPD.
USD is not a large campus, but new students still manage to get lost at the beginning of the year. Unfortunately for one student, getting lost is now part of her daily life. Jane Doe, a freshman geography major, struggles to remember the direction to her classes.
I don't know. This campus is just so confusing, and for some reason, all the buildings are brown. To me, everything just looks the same.
Doe does her best and always has a campus map or two with her.
You know what? I'm just gonna follow them.
If you or any of your friends have seen Jane Doe, please let her RA know immediately.
We now go live to the muck with Kelly Kroneisel, who I'm told has just uncovered some breaking news. Is that correct, Kelly?
That is true, Molly. I'm live here in the muck with a breaking news story. I'm receiving reports that Old Main is on fire and the building is expected to be a total loss. Fire crews are on the scene. Fire Chief Todd Meckling did not immediately respond for a request for comment. Clay County residents are already calling this the worst fire of 1893. We'll double check on that. We'll get back to you in another Red Report and see what we can get you on that. I'm also receiving reports that the roof of the Dakota Dome has collapsed, and crews are working to combat that situation by sticking very large poles up into the air and holding the roof up that way. I'm also being told that it's not working very well. And the roof is set to put quite a damper on the renovation project currently taking place in there, but it says here that the contractor says it will be complete by 1985. Huh. Well, it seems I've lost all credibility here. We'll do a couple fact checks for you, and then we'll get back to you in another edition of the Red Report. Sending it back to the studio, live for the Red Report, I'm Kelly Kroneisel.
Thanks, Kelly, I guess. Coming up after the break, we follow one Vermilion delivery driver attempting to do her job.
Big business trying to sell you bracelets for high prices? You don't have to pay obscene amounts for your goods.
But now we operate entirely under the radar. I don't know where the Visco girls are getting their goods. I really don't. It's not for me.
People suck, and all they want are commercial items to make themselves feel better.
Did you pay $165 for one of these things, but end up parking at McDonald's every day? Are you infuriated by people who park like this, or this, or this? Now, with Premier Parking, no longer do you have to comb USD's overcrowded lots. Just pull into any Premier spot, marked by a white sign with words that you should probably just ignore. After a few hours, a receipt will appear under your wiper with your total, just a low $30 a day. You can pay online, on campus, or not at all. Up to you, really. Premier Parking, the front row guarantee that no one knows about.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
The cold weather's finally hitting the Midwest, and it'll get worse as we approach winter. We decided to send the Red Report's Tell Tanner out in the blizzard to see what lengths a Pizza Hut delivery driver will go to satisfy the hungry freshmen of North Complex.
Since I started working for the Red Report, I am used to getting assigned horrible stories. It's almost like my producer plays jokes on me, but despite all of that, I was really excited for this assignment. Looking back on it, the Pizza Hut delivery driver walking out of Pizza Ranch should have been my first clue.
Oh no, I ran out of gas!
That was clue number 2.
I can't believe I forgot to put gas in the car again. I keep forgetting every time. My dad tells me, I thought I could be a delivery driver, but I'm gonna be a delivery walker today. We're going to North Complex, we're delivering this pizza, and we're gonna get it. Gonna deliver this pizza no matter what.
So she set off, walking to North Complex to deliver that pizza. She had no coat, no hat, and no idea where she was going. And then she started singing.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. You and me, the Krusty Krab.
At this point, I was seriously considering quitting my job.
We're gonna deliver this pizza. We're delivering.
She eventually did realize that delivering pizzas on foot in the middle of a blizzard is kind of hard.
To North. Here we go. Walking, terrible idea. My phone's dead, and it's so cold outside, so I decided I'd hitch a ride. I think I found one. Can I get a ride? Do you,
It's a statue.
Sir, please,
That's
I'll
a
give
statue.
you some pizza, please.
I'm cleaning out my desk.
Please. I'm quitting. I gave up. I just wanted some pizza.
They send me on a ride-along, and the only thing that I found out is that I don't get paid enough to do this. Resigning from the Red Report, I'm Tell Tanner.
We've just received word that Tell Tanner's been escorted from the Newharth Media Center. The holidays are right around the corner, and in the spirit of the season, USD's Financial Aid Office decided to give back in a big way. They wanted to eliminate stress during finals so that students can enjoy the holiday season more. Their solution? Refund all students their tuition balance. Students can receive their refunds in any form that they wish, including Venmo. One student skipping all of her classes to count that dough.
Oh, hey. I've just been sitting here counting my tuition refund ever since I got it back from the USD office. I'm so excited for Christmas. I bought my dog a dog. Who needs class anymore when you're a thousandaire?
Students interested in receiving their refund can DM the USD Financial Aid Office on Instagram.
Freshmen are having issues with crossing Cherry Street, and one student has taken it upon himself to help out the needy. The crosswalk between North Complex and Patterson is causing problems because freshmen are too scared to step into the street. Henry Hootie Whatsit is a USD student who lives right next to the crosswalk. Hootie Whatsit devotes most of his time pushing the button for frightened freshmen.
I wake up, spend about an hour thinking about my life, about how I love pressing buttons, and then for the next 8 hours, I press buttons, and then sleep for 8 hours and repeat. 24/7, 52 weeks, 365 days. I don't know how many minutes or seconds that is, but every day, all the time.
If you're an angry upperclassman and would like to give him a piece of your mind, you know where to find him. To schedule an appointment with Henry Hootie Whatsit, go to www.IamTooWussy-to-push-the-button.com. The Chinese government under President Xi Jinping is overseeing an economic boom, a series of protests in Hong Kong demanding freedom from the Chinese rule. I sat down for an interview with President Xi this week via satellite. President Xi, thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
I want to start by asking you about the media attention that China has been getting recently with the protests and everything that's happening domestically in China. The media has been keeping a close eye on the country right now. What do you have to say to that?
Well, our economy is doing great, so I have nothing to say, and sesame chicken slaps.
Okay, but Mr. President, surely you have to understand that tensions are very high in China right now, and the world is sort of looking at not only your government and your country, but you as a president. Does that rattle you in any way?
No, I'm doing great. Once again, sesame chicken is booming because of me.
I want to ask you a little bit about the protesters in Hong Kong. Tensions are rising. There's violence in the streets right now. Don't you think that their message at least deserves to be heard a little bit by the Chinese government?
Nah, they're wussies.
See, why would you say that?
Listen, our economy is doing great. We're making movies. People are listening to us. People are obeying the law. Once again, Sesame Chicken is great, and it's all because of me, so everyone needs to calm down and enjoy China.
All right, Mr. President, one last question. How much do you like honey?
This interview is over.
Mr. President. President Xi decided not to stick around to finish the interview. When reached out for comment by other news organizations, President Xi said, quote, "Oh, bother."
In an ongoing investigative series, the Red Report has decided to follow the actions of one of their own, Nick Nelson. In the newsroom, Nick is at work, arriving early every morning to take notes on the biggest breaking news stories in Vermilion, and always stayed late to take conference calls.
Been such a joy. It's been the best 3 years of my life. I've met incredible people here. They're like family to me. And, I just love, all the love I get around here is just, it's amazing.
Yeah, working with Nick these last couple of years has been a really fun time. He's just a great guy. I love hanging out with him. All right, we done? Cool. What a bunch of
In other news, the Red Report will no longer be doing any investigative reports.
So, Aaliyah, I hear there are a few big stories about USD athletics this week.
That's right, Molly. We'll have that and more next in sports.
Welcome to Coyote Village, where your new beginnings start here. Each room comes with a fully furnished living room and mounted TV. Each bathroom comes with 2 sinks and a kitchen to share. Coyote Village provides a residential hall laundry room that is available at all hours, and a lobby area that makes you feel at home. A convenience store, which is located in the lobby, provides food, drink, snacks, and toiletry items for all your basic necessities. Some of the amenities are a pool table to play with your friends, and a movie theater to hang out after a long day of studying.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
And welcome back to the Red Report. I'm Aaliyah Burgraff. The University of Northern Iowa faced the University of San Diego in the first round of the FCS playoffs. South Dakota State was supposed to play against the winner of that game, but the Jackrabbits forfeited the game because they confused San Diego with the University of South Dakota and didn't want to take a chance of reliving the beatdown that the Coyotes handed them at the end of the regular season. After the Winnipeg Blue Bombers won the Canadian Football League's Grey Cup, former Coyotes quarterback Chris Streveler rose to fame with his iconic post-game photo. Since the victory, Streveler's been appointed the new mayor of Winnipeg, and many Canadian citizens are attempting to grow beards as mesmerizing as his. Dakota Dome renovations have taken longer than expected, so the Vermilion Tanagers decided to take matters into their own hands. Thanks to efforts from school employees, the new stadium will be complete in 3 weeks, and it will be twice as large as the Dakota Dome. Vermilion High School teachers work together on the project and say they are confident that the new building will be somewhat functional. The facility will be called Denny's Dungeon, named after Denny Sanford, who sponsored the project. Vermilion's been hit with snow and ice over the last few days, and as usual, the city streets have not been plowed. USD Athletics decided to take advantage of the icy conditions, and the school's officially adding a luge team to the athletics program. The team will practice every day on the icy surfaces around campus. Cherry Street will be completely shut down on Monday morning from 7 to 9 for the luge team. The Yotes will travel to Russia for their season opener on Saturday. A USD whistleblower is reporting suspicious activity at the Wellness Center. The Red Report's Nick Wilson investigates the money laundering accusations against intramural referees.
Students used to play intramurals for fun and exercise, but now corruption has soiled the integrity of the games. Intramural referee Sean Kuhnel denied being involved in criminal activity, but after video emerged of him practicing with players and accepting bribes, he confessed to the crime.
Pretty much every single one of us. I mean, even my GA, Max, is in on it. It's kind of whatever, you know. We got to make a quick buck every now and again.
But the evil doesn't stop there. The refs also gambled on games they officiated.
It's kind of a thing we all do. We all get together before the game starts, and one thing I like to do, I like to pick out a team and say, I'll give you 6.5 points. It's either they take it or not.
And the refs feel absolutely no remorse for their actions. The once beautiful spectacle known as intramurals has rotted into a sick cash grab for those who don the black and white stripes. Only time will tell just how much longer they continue this illegal operation. For the Red Report, I'm Nick Wilson.
Despite the overwhelming evidence, no arrests have been made. The South Dakota High School Activities Association is adding yet another class to that state's football program. The move comes following this year's state football championships. The new class is named 11 Quadruple A, and the new category is the 8th in the state and only includes the 6 Sioux Falls area schools. The Activities Association representative says the 7 classes just doesn't feel like enough for the state of South Dakota. And that's all for your Red Report Sports. Coming up after the break, we asked students their thoughts on a new USD class schedule.
This woman is sad. This man is crying really hard. But why is this woman and this man feeling this certain type of way? Because the sea turtles are endangered. 6 of 7 species of sea turtles are facing endangerment, but for just $1, you can help seaturtles.org. Help these beautiful creatures of the sea and keep these mystic beings alive for years to come. To find out more, visit seaturtles.org.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
In a surprise announcement, President Sheila Gestring says that USD is moving the university class schedule up 1 hour to match the daylight savings cycle. Starting in the spring, morning classes will be starting at 7. The university came to this decision after conducting a trial run with some students.
In this week's Out and About, we found some of the students who took part in the study and asked them about their experiences.
Here's what they had to say. I always get concerned about the amount of sleep I end up having and then how I have to rush to get everything done.
It sucks because I feel like I have to wake up earlier and I'm a lot more tired during the day.
I don't feel that good the rest of the day. It takes a few days to feel better or get used to it. Oh, it sucks. I'm so tired. It takes 2 weeks to catch back up.
I hate it because I lose an extra hour of sleep that I normally have.
I work too hard to lose that sleep.
Good. I don't care.
I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I think we should just stay on one time. It doesn't really make sense anymore in today's age.
It kind of sucks that night losing that hour of sleep, but it doesn't really affect me any otherwise.
I want sleep. I'm already sleep deprived. Why would you take one away from me? That's all.
Good.
In the spring, disappointed. I like the fall transition a lot better.
And that's all for the Red Report. Watch and listen for Coyote News daily updates in English and Spanish throughout the week on KAOR and the Coyote News social media pages.
And circle your calendar for Coyote News auditions. They're being held next Wednesday from 1 to 4 in the Al Newharth Media Center, room 219.
And remember, it's not real news, it's the Red Report. Thank you and have a great night.
let's hope we don't have another tryout like last year.
Oh, we shouldn't. I handed out these flyers to everyone.
Okay.
What's up, guys? 4-year starter, lead scorer, state champ.
That's cool and all, but what's that got to do with trying out for Coyote News?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo?
Cut! Well, we're off to a great start. Stop!
Hi guys, I'm Melissa. Cap a new legacy, saw a line, had to join, seems super fun.
Okay, go ahead. Read the script on the desk.
Ooh, you know what? Not for me. Not for me. I tried.
How about I make the flyer for the next tryout?
Sounds good.
Her respiratory status is declining. We need to increase her oxygen and add regular nebulizer treatments.